Are we really seeing the fall of an untouchable star? Is this the biggest scandal to shake the Turkish and Italian entertainment world in years? And most importantly, who is telling the truth and who is desperately trying to hide it? Welcome back to Magazine News and Gossip, the channel where silence speaks louder than words and rumors turn into earthquakes. Before we begin, make sure you subscribe and turn on notifications because stories like this do not stay quiet for long. Today's story is not just gossip. It is not a random rumor spreading online. What you're about to hear is a chain of explosive claims, direct statements, and shocking allegations that have set social media on fire within hours. A media storm that erupted suddenly and violently, and at the center of it all stands one name that everyone knows: Yaman. When Alessandro Rosica, also known as the Social Inspector, speaks, the entire show business world freezes. And this time, he did not whisper. He shouted, loudly, publicly, without filters. According to Rosica, what happened was not a misunderstanding, not an administrative mistake, and definitely not an exaggeration invented by fans or haters. In his own words, nobody gets arrested for no reason. This single sentence alone sent shockwaves through fan communities across Turkey, Italy, Spain, and beyond. In a video that went viral within minutes, Rosica appeared serious, visibly irritated, and clearly fed up with what he called collective denial. Speaking directly to the camera, and indirectly to fans trying to protect their idol at all costs, he delivered a blunt message. Stop pretending nothing happened. Stop insulting people's intelligence. He made it clear that something serious occurred. Something that involved authorities. Something that could not be erased by silence or carefully crafted press strategies. According to Rosica's claims, based on what he describes as Turkish media sources and individuals close to the actor in Istanbul, Yaman was allegedly found in possession of illicit substances. Yes, drugs. A word that instantly changes everything. Confusion exploded online. Some voices screamed that the story was completely false. Others quietly confirmed that something did happen behind closed doors. Rosica stood firm. His logic was simple and terrifying. A global celebrity who has traveled through more than 20 countries without a single legal issue does not suddenly get detained for fun. This time, something was different. And just when the story seemed serious enough, it took a darker and more dramatic turn. Rosica did not stop at the alleged arrest. He introduced another element that transformed the scandal into a psychological thriller: betrayal. According to his statements, Yaman may not have been the victim of bad luck, but of a calculated act of revenge. The claim is shocking. An ex-girlfriend, hurt, angry, possibly betrayed, allegedly decided to make a call. An anonymous tip. A cold, precise move designed to strike at the most vulnerable moment. Imagine it. A private space. A sense of security. Then suddenly, authorities appear. A raid. Exposure. Public humiliation. A love story turning into a battlefield where secrets are weaponized. Rosica suggests that this ex-partner alerted the authorities, triggering the chain of events that led to the actor's detention. If true, this is not just a scandal. It is a personal war. But the story grows even more complex. According to Rosica, toxicology tests were allegedly conducted in Istanbul. And according to his sources, the results came back positive. However, and this is a crucial detail, the quantity involved was reportedly classified as personal use. This distinction matters. Rosica emphasized that this was not a drug trafficking case, not an international crime scandal, not a criminal empire collapsing, but rather an issue of consumption, something he shockingly normalized by stating that in the entertainment industry, a vast majority would test positive. A statement that divided opinions instantly. Some saw it as brutal honesty, others as reckless trivialization. Yet, despite the alleged arrest and alleged positive tests, Jan Yaman was released. How does that happen? This is where the mystery deepens. Rosica hinted that another individual may have stepped forward. Someone close, a friend, a member of the security team, someone who allegedly claimed ownership of the substances, effectively shielding the star from harsher legal consequences. A classic move in celebrity crisis management. Protect the image at all costs. Sacrifice one piece to save the king. What shocked many viewers was Rosica's attitude at the end of his statements.
Calm, detached,
almost indifferent. He made it clear that he does not care, that he does not use drugs, that his life goes on. And then he casually went to lunch, as if he had just recited a script instead of detonating a media bomb. But silence does not erase doubt. Sources remain contradictory. Some insist the tests were positive. Others claim they were negative and that the entire story is a setup designed to destroy Jan Yaman's reputation. A trap. A character assassination. Yet Rosica's words continue to echo.
Do not force me to block people.
Be honest. Be real. Accept that idols are human. Today, Jan Yaman is free. But freedom does not mean closure. The shadow of this alleged betrayal, the mystery surrounding the ex-girlfriend, and the unanswered questions remain. Who is this woman? Was this a carefully planned trap or the result of a chaotic lifestyle? Will she ever speak? Or will she remain silent, watching the damage unfold from the shadows? One thing is certain. Pandora's box has been opened. And once opened, it never fully closes. Here at Magazine News and Gossip, we will continue to follow every development, every official statement, and every reaction from Jan Yaman himself. Because sooner or later, silence demands an explanation. Contracts worth millions. International series. A carefully built image of perfection adored across Europe. All of it now stands at a crossroads. Social media is already a battlefield. Fans are divided between blind loyalty and painful disappointment. The pressure is rising, and the next move could change everything. Stay connected. Subscribe to Magazine News and Gossip. Activate notifications. Because this story is far from over. And something tells us that the next chapter will be even more explosive.